Again, everybody, being Frank on Ipswich Town with me, Frank, my wife, Rung, and another edition of All Things Ipswich Town. Now, I've got to say that some people suggest that no news is good news, but it's not if you're trying to produce a little programme like this. But I do have some news for you, some interesting news, not especially to do with transfer targets, but news about Conor Chaplin and news about a Premiership Prediction League competition, which you can enter if you so desire, and also talk about the game at QPR coming up and Elkan Baggott. So they're the sort of main topics of conversation. Alex Nixon, who is a writer at the Sun newspaper, is still talking about Axel Twinzabi, the centre-half from Manchester United, who's on a free at the moment, and Yezerun Raksaki, but that's almost an everyday occurrence, and there doesn't seem to be an awful lot of substance to it. So although I'm mentioning it, I can't develop the idea unless the mole comes in with some information for me. He never mentions names, but I put two and two together and make my own conclusions as to who he might be referring to. I think Town need a backup keeper because Kieran Slicker, I think he's quite good, but he's young and for a goalkeeper very inexperienced. And if he was thrown in at the deep end, if Vaz got an injury, then I think we'd be asking very big questions in the Championship without getting a backup keeper. And I think we could get a backup keeper. There's lots of decent keepers around. We could get him on a short-term loan, somebody from the lower leagues who's got lots of experience, mid-30s would be great. And just have him on a short-term contract, say till January or something. There's still about 2 weeks of the transfer window to go, so it's still possible. And the other question that people are asking, should Elkan Baggott, our young 19-year-old centre-half born in Bangkok, plays for Indonesia, should he go out on loan? Well, I think at the moment that's not a good idea. If we get another centre-half in, then maybe. I was quizzed about this by Martin Gove on Talking Town, and I couldn't really give him an answer. But on reflection, I think that's the only way you could really do it, is get somebody else in, and then if we feel comfortable with that, let him go, but on loan, that is. But I think he's a good centre-half. I think he's got great potential. He looked very impressive against RB Leipzig, and I'd like him to stick around. That's my personal opinion on that. And maybe we should expect the unexpected with the game against QPR away, because well, we've done so well. Maybe we're getting a bit too big for our boots, so to speak, although I think Kieran McKenna will ensure that the players stay humble, and that is the most important thing, because on paper this should be the easiest of the three matches that we played in the Championship so far, but I just have a nervous feeling about it. So expect the unexpected there. We have to stay focused and motivated and not underestimate the opposition. Now, talking about Premier Prediction League, this is a competition I've been doing. In fact, I invented it, I think, about 20 years ago. And it usually involves people in Amsterdam, but I've got relatives from England who also partake in it. And it's your chance to win €60 worth of food and drinks vouchers to be consumed in Amsterdam at Mr. Coco's on Thorbecke Plain. Now, it's just a bit of fun, largely. It's easy, it's free to enter. It's basically you predict where the teams are going to finish in the Premiership. And if you get it spot on, you get 3 points. If you're one above and one below, you get 1 point. And throughout the course of the season, the Premiership Prediction League is updated and it fluctuates massively. You could be bottom 1 week and top the next. And that's the essence of the exercise. It's intended to be a bit of fun and exciting, which I think meets those requirements. So there we go. If you want to do that, I'll leave the link below to my own website, Being Frank on Ipswich Town. Being Frank on Football, which is my own website, www.beingfrankonfootball.com, which I've had for many, many years. And I also put my predictions in there, but you can also go to the Amsterdam Stun itself, which is also online. And I'll leave a link below, and then you can use the drop-down menu if you so desire. You've still got a few days to go, because Andy, the editor, allows people, because they're on holiday, etc., to kick in to the competition even after it's started, which gives them an advantage, not me, because I have to make my predictions weeks in advance, and a bit like the BBC team correspondents, they have to predict what's going to happen before all the transfer negotiations are solidified. So we just have to see with that what happens in the future. But if you're interested, then go down, see the links below, and partake. It should be fun. And Conor Chaplin. Yeah. A mole told me all about Conor Wickham. That was a long time ago, and he got it right. Conor Chaplin has been nominated to the PFA's League One Player of the Year award. Just been posted that by the official Ipswich website. And well, I think he deserves it with all the goals he scored last season. It'd be very nice if he won it. And who is more deserving than him? Well, I can't think of any. Now, darling, your score prediction for the QPR Ipswich game next Saturday. Coming 2-2. Saturday.
2-2.
2-2. 2-2. Would I take that? Ooh, yeah, possibly. 2 wins and a draw, and 2 away wins and 4 points. Yeah, still undefeated. But I think most of us would want to win, wouldn't we? Anyway, we'll end it there for now. Thanks for tuning in as always. Thanks for subscribing, and thanks for sharing these videos. Bye.